Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell hinting that there is an uncertain path ahead after a split. Federal Reserve decided once again to cut its key interest rate, as you heard there. Let's talk about that first with Fox News chief political analyst Brit Hume. Brit, the Fed cutting a quarter point. The vote was split in the Federal Reserve Board. Interesting. Obviously, the president wanted more, but you have to read through the Fed speak tea leaves to see what Jerome Powell is saying about the economy.
Well, he's citing something that really is difficult, Brett. I mean, there are inflationary pressures in the economy, and prices remain stubbornly high in many areas, as the public is signaling it's worried about. At the same time, though, a burst of growth would be a very good thing for this economy, and particularly for this president, something he very much wants to have happen, so that people will have more money in their pockets and won't be so troubled by the high prices because they'll be better able to pay them. So you can sort of see what he's going through here, and I guess the divisions of the Fed have been kind of all over the place, because there are members who wanted a deeper cut. Mm-hmm. And members who didn't want any cut. So, you got to sympathize with Jay Powell and after all these years. Yeah,
3 dissenting votes there. 1 wanted deeper and 2 wanted to no cut at all. You're talking about prices. The national gas prices, you look at that across the board on the average, went from $3.01 a year ago to $2.94. We're seeing, depends on different places that you look. And we've talked about this chart year over year, percentage change from President Trump's first term to present. And you see President Biden's inflation rate spiking there like a mountain if we look at that graphic in the blue and where it is now. So it is a matter of time, and the president talked about that at that rally last night, about how he's really focused on this issue.
He certainly is, and he's right to do so, even though he tends to veer away from his expressions of sympathy for people who are suffering the high prices into talking about the economy being, as he put it just the other day, A++. I think, that's a message that a lot of people look at and say, A++ hell. I paid X amount for some food the other day, although I will say from a personal point of view, I filled my tank the other day for $2.72 a gallon. I was delighted. So in that area, of course, there's been real progress. But I think the president is contending in part here, and his party is. You look at that election in Miami, the mayorship of Miami has gone to a Democrat for the first time since anybody can remember, 30-some years. And you sense here, I think, that present in this feeling about the economy is also the reaction to Mr. Trump himself. He won this election this last time because he picked up a lot of votes that I think had previously gone to Joe Biden and other Democrats. And, these are not dyed-in-the-wool Republicans who voted for him. And it's always a constant danger that you're going to lose people like that who will go back to voting the way they used to. So I think that's something he has to worry about. And it's partly about prices for sure, and partly about him for sure.
Yeah. And he's going to be on the stump much more, we're told. Britt, as always.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.